Number two, or not even number two, number four. Guys, I know a lot of people here don't know that speaking to yourself is a great thing. A lot of people, when maybe they will see someone speaking to themselves, they will think that that guy is a mad person. Let me tell you, in this generation that we are today, you should learn how to speak to yourself. Learning to speak to yourself doesn't mean that you will keep your mouth, murmuring or maybe moving up and down. But you've got to just keep silent and engage your organs, engage your brain, engage your eyes, engage your ears, engage your intuition, and engage your instincts. Ask yourself questions. Is it okay? Is it good for me? If I go for it, all right? If I go for it, what am I going to get? What am I going to lose? If I leave it, if I say yes, what am I going to get out of this relationship? If I say no, what am I going to lose out of it? You see, people tend not to speak to themselves, and they speak to others, and others give them their opinions, and they don't get the correct thing that their intuition and their self need. For example, a man approaches you and you see this guy, you can see him, you can try to know who he is. Instead of you just keeping quiet, going back home and sitting down and trying to look at yourself, trying to talk to God, trying to talk to yourself and look at the bigger picture, you take your phone and you text your sweetheart, your baby, oh my man, oh my woman, you text them and like, you know what, Mary? Yeah, what happened? John today tried to flirt with me and he's telling me blah blah blah. What do you think? Do you think I should say yes to him? Then Mary looks at it and Mary says that, you know what, that guy that guy has been, sleeping with a lot of ladies, but this Mary, she's been too much nose up. I think I should just tell him to go ahead so that we can also get away on how we can pin her down. Then she tells you, yeah, John is a very good boy. Because you trust Mary, you will go ahead with it. You never ask yourself questions. You didn't speak to yourself. You spoke to somebody else. Find a way on how you can speak to yourself. Speaking to yourself is what we call self-love. Speak to yourself. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the stories behind John. Try to find, does he fit in my shoes? Does he fit in what I believe in? Is he the kind or the type of a man I want in my life for the rest of my life? Do you think his words is what I want to hear for the rest of my life? When you speak to yourself, I can tell you, you can never make wrong decisions. The problem is we don't speak to ourselves first. We run to speak to our friends. We run to speak to our coaches. We run to speak to our parents and ask them questions. Remember, these are people who are also struggling with their own problems. Hello? Everyone outside there is struggling with a problem you don't know. So sometimes when you're approaching them with a question, they're going to answer you not sometimes, I've given the first example, but sometimes they just answer you not because they want to find the wrong thing to, but because they have their own problems. They cannot think outside the box. They give you a wrong decision with good intention. I want you to understand that. People can give you wrong answer, but with good intention. So you need to learn. I'm not saying it is wrong to ask people, but it is right to learn to answer and question and speak to yourself. I hope, guys, you are tapping the screen to like the video. Please don't stop tapping the screen. And also, if you can share the video, please keep sharing it. I hope you're learning something out of this. You're taking notes and you're writing them down so it can help you. Thank you so much for being there, guys. Let me go to number 5. Guys, this is very important. Are you Arabian? Somebody's asking me, are you Arabian? I'm not Arabian. Unfortunately, I'm not. So guys, there's one thing that I want you to understand as well, and it's very important. So take notes. If you're writing down, write this down because it is very important. Guys, so many people don't know what they like and they don't know what they don't like. All right? A lot of people don't know what they like and they don't know what they don't like. If today somebody will tell you, what do you like? You will take time. You will start looking at the roof. If you are such a person, like for example, if I will ask you now, what do you like? You will be like, you have a problem. You have a problem. If I will ask you what you don't like, you see, it should always be in your fingertip. What do you like? It should always be in your fingertip. What you don't like, it should always be in your fingertip. The reason why I'm telling you this, people always convince us to get into their circle or to get into their programs, to get into their league, to get into their groups. And because they are our friends, because they are our family members, because they are our relatives, they are schoolmates, they are our pastors or they are our teachers, we trust them. We get ourselves getting into those groups, those kind of categories without questioning. Do I really like this? Is this really a thing that I like? So you've got to have them in your fingertips such that when somebody invites you to a certain group or a certain mission, you already know that this is a no for me. For example, I always tell people that since I was born, I've never taken alcohol. And I don't tell people that like alcohol is bad. It is because it is bad for me, not for you who is taking it. I don't care. If you like it, that is your choice. But for me, I've never liked it. So since I was born, anytime, there's so many occasions that my friends, even those people that I thought long time ago they were not drinking, I find them, we go for these night outs, or maybe we go for these parties, and then they're like, no, this is just wine, it's just wine, it's a low percentage, this is just 2%, this is just 5%, you cannot get drunk. But my take is always like this: I don't like alcohol. That's it. Whether it is 1%, whether it is 0%, as long as it is alcohol, I don't like it. So I don't give room for somebody to start convincing me that, you know what, it is only 2%, it's only 0%. Once you don't like something, you create a barrier. You don't give people room to explain to you how good it is or how bad it is. You create that barrier, all right? So you should have it in your fingertip. You know what, Mary or Peter, Diamond Platinums is coming to Bahrain, and he will be performing in Wrangler. I know Wrangler Club in Jufair in Bahrain here. So are you joining with us? If at all you are not a clubbing lady, and you already know, you will not even take a simple thought like, no. When they will just mention he's coming to Wrangler Club, are you joining us? You will be like, sorry, it's a good thing. I know I really wish to see Diamond, but no, it's not my thing. It's not a cup of tea for me. You see, know the things you like and know the things you don't like. There are your things. Like for example, when somebody tells me that football match is somewhere, I will run to go watch it. When somebody tells me that there's like for example, what we call it, public speaking in a place, I will run for it. I will not even question. But when somebody tells me there's a drinking spree somewhere, I will not ask. All right? So know the things you like and know the things you don't like. Keep it in mind. It's very important. That makes the general self-love. When you know it, that's what we call self-love. Guys, self-love is not dying alone. You need a man in your life. You need a woman in your life. Stop dying alone and cheating us that this is self-love. Self-love is not,